The footy finals are officially here this week and Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Get excited. Last week I got 6 out of 10 and I have 139 tips correct. This time, probably almost a year ago, I had 124 full tips. So that was including the grand final, which is crazy. I've had 15 more. All right, so starting off the Thursday night at Adelaide Oval, 7:40 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. The Crows versus the Pies. Now, last time these two met, it was a close encounter with the Crows winning and some controversy that happened. And I had a deep dive into that video. If you want to check it out, you can. This is going to be a tough tip, but I am tipping the Mighty Pies to win. I think their experience will be a little bit too classy in those crucial stages, especially in the last quarter. And I reckon the Pies will win by 5 points. There is no Jeremy Howe and no Isaac Rankin for both teams. Big loss for both sides. But I think that Pies will recover pretty well. And, I mean, it's going to be a really good game. Surely Josh Rochelle comes in and Mason Cox maybe comes in for Collingwood. Who knows? We'll see. Friday night, the Cats versus the Lions. My Mighty Cats are taking on the Lions at the Mighty MCG at 7:40 p.m. Now, unfortunately, I will not be going to this game as I'm recovering slowly from a brain injury, which has affected me for the last 5-6 months. So it's been a long time. I think it's been 4 months since my last football game I've actually attended. I only attended 2 this year, so it's been my lowest since 2014, I'd say, unfortunately. But anyways, massive game ahead. Well, the Irish lads, they're available to tag a couple of the Lions players. Now, will Dane Zorko be tagged? Maybe Brad Close could do the job, and we'll definitely need to get a hold of Harris Andrews in the defence. Make sure we don't bomb it down the line, because otherwise we'll just mark most of it pretty much. So yeah, we just need to bring it ball to ground, and yeah, our Smalls will potentially do the job. And we've also got a pretty good midfield as well. Defence holds up pretty well. They can be slow at times, but it should be a very interesting game, and I'm looking forward to it. Unfortunately, I will be tipping the Brisbane Lions to defeat my beloved Cats by 5 points. I think they're just going to be a little bit stronger with Cam Rayner and Zach Bailey to turn it on. And, I mean, if either side wins, it's their grand finals to lose, to be honest. But no other team will catch them. That's my opinion. And it's going to be interesting with both Shannon Neal and Lachie Neal in the side too, for both sides. I'm not sure what's going to happen with Jared Berry. Will he come in, or do you rest him and risk it for potentially the prelim or semi-final? Give him another week off. I probably would do that personally. You don't want to change too much. And also Eric Whitwood, who I don't really rate. He does turn on games, and he has those 5-minute patches where he kicks goals, and he's definitely a loss for their structure. So yeah, the Pies will win, and unfortunately the Lions will win. So my Cats will be in the semi-finals. On to the Elimination Saturday games. Starting off with GWS versus Hawthorn, NG Stadium, 3:15 on the Saturday, obviously. It's going to be on a Tuesday. I'm an idiot sometimes. So Jake String and Josh Whittle, do they come back in? Would you risk it? I mean, it's an elimination final for both sides, so I probably would risk it. And, they've got a full recovery of, 6 months to recover. So I think you would risk it for both sides. Hawks have been solid, but at home, they're a tough matchup, the GWS Giants. And they have Cadman, Green, Ash, Cullihan, Green, which is Tom Green, Lachie Whitfield. They've got plenty more players, obviously, but these are the ones that I think will shine for the GWS Giants, and they will defeat Hawthorn by 15 points. And what an amazing effort by both clubs. I mean, I know they're playing 6 versus 7. Still, to have 15 wins is incredible, honestly. And what a great season Jack Gunson's had, and what a career that Cohen Ward has had. I know he is not playing; he's been injured for the last 2 months. Wish him all the best and what a great career. Same as Luke Bruce as well. But he will be playing. But if Hawks lose, what a great career. Probably one of the best small forwards. I would love to see obviously more of Silverioli. That would have been cool. But how good was it seeing him back at Marvel Stadium? You don't really say that often, but yeah. Anyways, the final game at 7:35 Australian Eastern Time. So that's about 5:35 p.m. Fremantle time, or Perth time, as we should say. So we've got Fremantle versus Gold Coast Suns at Optus Stadium. Could this be David Swallows or Nat Fyfe's last game? Now, if your Suns, do you put David Swallow in? Oh, he's been an absolute warrior and a great leader for the Gold Coast Suns ever since he got there in 2011. He was in the 2010 draft. But personally, I probably wouldn't risk it. You make sure you have your best 23 out there. And Nat Fyfe, well, obviously you have to put him in because he's been a champion player. But yeah, he'll probably be a sub, I'd say. But Gold Coast have a massive task in beating Fremantle, but they are a chance with Anderson. You've got Rao, you've got Jared Witts as your ruckman. So they've got some really good players. Ben King, and you've also got Bailey Humphrey. It's good seeing him back, but I just think that Daniel Rioli could be back as well. Massive changes ahead for them, but I think that Fremantle will defeat by Gold Coast Suns by 11 points. It's going to be a really close encounter, but I just think you've got great performance ahead of Sarong, Brayshaw, Jackson, Bolton, Clark, Sean Darcy, Hayden Young. You got Reed, Voss. I think they'll all shine and have a great performance. But yeah, these are my tips for the weekend. Comment below yours. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and more AFL content to come out. I've also started an NBA channel, which I am about to start very shortly, so I'm looking forward to that. Also have a cricket channel for the summer, and I have an NFL channel that I really need to get ahead of myself to actually upload because it's their season this week. Anyways, let's get excited. Football season, it's here. The finals are here. I'm looking forward to it. Subscribe, as we are 195 subs away from 1K. That's pretty impressive. But yeah, thanks so much for watching and hope you enjoyed. Peace.